Sup everybody, and welcome to Outer Space Review's Toei Toy Talk weekly update. We're going to talk about what stuff has come out from Toei in regards to Kamen Rider and Sentai. Since this is the first video, we've got a little bit of information that's in the backlogs, so we're going to pump all through that before we get to where we need to be. But stick with me, and I'm going to show you what's come out in the past 2 weeks. Let's go. So the first thing that was announced, Phase 4 for the Kamen Rider Gotchard Ride Kemi trading card game. So its release date is for May 18th, so that's just under a month away. In this set, there's 81 cards. Now, for this pack, though, it is 440 yen per pack, and it's going to include 3 cards. So it's pretty much going to be like EX Set 1, which was an all-foiled pack. So it's going to be a little bit pricier than normal, but you will get more foil cards now. And if you want to check out these cards for yourself, the card list link is down in the description below. This event begins on April 20th. At the Laguna 10 Bosch Event Center down in Aichi. It's the W Hero Spring Matsuri Festival. Well, they're going to have all these little activities set up where you can play games, as seen here, play in ball pits, get photos with cutouts, lots of cutouts, or you can get photos with the costumes on display, or at the wall. Look at all these costumes that are on display. You got the racing Sentais and the previous 4-year Reiwa riders, along with the current Sentai characters, and also the current rider. Also, they have a greeting event where you can meet some Kamen Riders. Currently, this is the schedule. So, as you can see here, May 1st, Tokyu Ichigo 01. May 2nd, Red 1 and O's. May 3rd, you got Zuo Eagle and Kamen Rider Ghost. May 4th, you got Aka Ninja and Kamen Rider Drive. May 5th, you got Shinken Red and Kamen Rider Gaim. On May 6th, you got Gokai Red and Kamen Rider Decade. May 11th, Gao Red and Kamen Rider Agito. May 12th, you got Shishi Red and Kamen Rider Forze. And on the last weekend, you got Quagga Oja and Kamen Rider Geats on the Saturday. And on the Sunday, you got Boom Red and Kamen Rider Gotchard. So that's going to be pretty cool if you attend this event. They also have for sale some items from the series that are exclusive to this event. So they'll have some Kamen Rider Gotchard keychains, shirts, and cups. And then also some Boom Boonja items. So a clear plate, keychains, and a shirt, and a muffler. Now this event, you do have to pay to get into the attraction and then pay for the separate event. It's only 200 yen to go to this extra event, but entry will set you back at least 5,000 yen. You can book earlier and save a few yen, but it's not too much. So don't worry about pre-ordering online. You can go to the door and pay for the ticket entry there. As I said, you'll only save like 1 to 200 yen. So I'll pop the link to this event down in the description if you want to check it out. The only thing is though, this will end on May 19th. So if you're going to Japan, you better head there soon. So next item, released on April 20th, was the DX Alchemist Driver from Kamen Rider Gotchard. This came out at 5,940 yen. It was a premium Bandai exclusive, so you would have had to have gone through a middleman to get this item, or you now have to go onto the secondhand markets to try to find it. It is really cool. It is just an attachment for your Gotchard driver. So if you don't have the Gotchard driver already, you will need to purchase that item and then it will go on top of it. As you can see here, it's just an attachment, but it's very important because this is the driver for the very first secondary female rider. There have been a lot of female riders in the past, but this one is the first official secondary rider. So hopefully you can get this item. It should be out in the market right now. Alright, so next item, moving on. For pre-orders, set up for pre-order and announced only 2 days before that, was from Tamashii Nations, the SH Figure Arts Boon Red figure from Bakuage Sentai Boom Boonja. This item is retailing for 7,500 yen. Don't forget about the tax of 10%, so it's going to be on retail for 8,250. Now, have you pre-ordered this item? If not, the good news is Ami has it up for pre-order. Also, if you don't do Ami, we also have HLJ. They still have it up for pre-order too. So I'm going to put the links down in the description. If you haven't ordered it yet, click on the link and get straight to it. This item will come out in late October 2024. Now moving on to the next thing that was announced. Released on the 26th of June was the King Oja vs. Dom Brothers movie in cinemas, also double featured with King Oja vs. Kyoruja. It's out right now in the cinemas in Japan, and if you wait a month, it should come out on the Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club app. So it might be online in a month. Who knows? But I've heard great things about the movie. Look forward to that. Now moving on. A few weeks ago, Kamen Rider Gotchard announced that they were doing a vote for what's your favorite ride Kemi, and they'll turn it into a card. So also on the 26th, they announced the results. So here's the results right now. In first place was Kamen Rider Geats Oneness. In second and third was Kamen Rider Doom Geats and Kamen Rider Buffer Plosion Rage. In fourth and fifth was Cross Geats and Kamen Rider O's Tajadol Combo. Sixth and seventh was Kamen Rider Callus and Kamen Rider Grease Blizzard. Eighth and ninth was Kamen Rider Build Cross Build Form and Kamen Rider Punk Jack. And in 10th place was Kamen Rider Arc 1. But also they announced 11th and 12th place was Kamen Rider O's Tajadol Combo Eternity and Kamen Rider Zane. So that was crazy, they added 2 more cards to the vote. So these cards are all going to be turned into Ride Chemi cards in the next special set. And that set is going to be the Ride Chemi Phase EX2 set. So this will come out in July 2024. They haven't announced an official release date just yet. So these 10 cards are going to be in that set, along with some Legendary Rider Parallel Rare cards. But which ones, we don't know. On the same day as they announced the results, from Premium Bandai, they announced a special binder that's coming out. They announced the Ride Chemi card Gorgeous Kaguya File set, and the 5 exclusive cards for this set is Kamen Rider Arc 1, Kamen Rider Callus, Kamen Rider Poppy, and 2 blank cards. This will go up for pre-order on Premium Bandai on May 13th. Get your middleman ready, because this is where you're going to put all those beautiful new cards in. Now, on the topic of cards, 2 more cards were announced for release on the 26th of April. As a Terubi-kun exclusive was the Legendary Legend Chemi Ride card. So this is a alternative version of the Kamen Rider Legendary Legend card that is included with the Kamen Riser, which we'll touch upon in just a second. Now, the other card that was announced on the 26th was the Boon Red Ride Chemi card. This card is an exclusive present when you pre-order tickets for the Kamen Rider Gotchard and Boom Boonja movie in summer. So this card was able to be purchased as of the 26th. You can probably find this card right now on Yahoo Auction Japan, so you better get on it. Now, we're moving on to the 27th of April. A new DX item was released, and that was the DX Legendary Kamen Riser gun, used by Kamen Rider Legend to upgrade to Legendary Legend. So this one does come with a foil Legendary Legend Ride Chemi card, but also, you want to try to get that Terubi-kun exclusive. It will read exactly the same, but you've got to add more cards to your collection. But also, for those people that don't have the Legendary Driver, they have a Legend Driver and Legend Kamen Riser set. So that bundles the Driver and the Riser, all in one. Now, the Riser by itself retails for 5,720, while the Driver and Riser set retails for 11,770. So these are out on the market right now. If you're trying to collect all the cards, you got to get these ones too, so you better get on it. Now, there were other items that were released today from Premium Bandai, and they were, from Kamen Rider Gaim, was the Complete Selection Modification Genesis Driver set, the Complete Selection Modification Genesis Driver Buckle Edition, and the Complete Selection Modification Energy Lock Seed set. So the Genesis Driver set is everything you see here. The Genesis Driver, the Kill Switch, the Melon Energy Lock Seed, Lemon Energy Lock Seed, Cherry Energy Lock Seed, Peach Energy Lock Seed, and Dragon Fruit Energy Lock Seed. This retailed for 47,300 yen. You would have had to go through a middleman to get this item, but I'm sure it's out on the second-hand market by the time you're watching this video. Now, if you didn't want to have everything, or you wanted to purchase stuff separately, you saw that they released the Buckle Edition, which is just the belt. That's all you get. That retails for 29,150 yen. This is more for the collectors that will get the base set, but they also want a belt for each of their lock seeds. So that's why Bandai have decided to release this by itself, which is crazy. And then, of course, for the fans that only want the energy lock seeds for their Jimba Gaim forms, can get the energy lock seeds all by themselves, which retail for 15,400 yen. Which ones are you going to get, guys? Or which ones have you got on order now? Let us know in the comments. Now, for items that have just ended on pre-order on the 27th, they were, from the Shinkocho Seiho line of Tamashii Nations, was the Kamen Rider Next Kaiser figurine. This figurine has ended pre-orders, so it'll be coming out sometime in August. It's retailing for 9,900 yen, so almost $100 Australian. Pretty crazy, but it is a Shinkocho Seiho, and it does come with some extra pieces, so I hope you got this one pre-ordered. I wish I did, so I'm going to have to get it on the second-hand market now. But also, another item ended its pre-order run, and that was the special edition of the Kamen Rider Build Rabbit Dragon Trial Form. This is to celebrate that last year was the Year of the Rabbit, and this year is the Year of the Dragon. So they're re-releasing this figure with a new paint job, a background, and also steam effects that came from the Bloodstark figure arts that was released a few years ago. Pre-orders for this item ended, and it retailed for 9,350 yen. So it's a bit more pricier than the original figure, but it just comes with a little bit more, but it doesn't come with the Pandora box like the original release did. Have you got any of these figure arts on pre-order? Let me know. But let's move on. To celebrate the King Oja vs. Kyoruja movie that was released the day before on the 26th, on the 27th, they announced up for pre-order was the Gabuti Volva that was featured in the King Oja Kyoruja crossover movie. This item is still currently up for pre-order for 18,700 yen. So it's got 3 brand new Zudenshi batteries in this set that are not seen anywhere else, along with Daigo's voice lines from that movie. But as an extra bonus, you can also combine it with the King Gabu revolver. But it's not just any King Gabu revolver, it's the memorial edition of the King Gabu revolver. This item was also announced up for pre-order on the same day on the 27th for 24,200 yen. Now this one is bigger, much bigger than the DX item that came out late last year. It's 150% bigger. The Gabuti Volva and the King Gabu Caliber both use the same molds as the Gabu revolver and the Gabu Caliber that are coming out later this year. This one comes with a whole bunch of voice lines for Prince and Gira from the movie and also from the TV show. And yeah, they want you to combine both these items together. So it's going to be very pricey, but I think it's going to be worth it. So you better check with your middleman if you can purchase this item. In the comments, let me know, are you purchasing this item? Do you love Kyoruja? Do you love King Oja? Let me know. Now we're moving on to another day. On April 30th, it was announced from Complete Selection Modification that they are finally releasing the Callus Rouser from Kamen Rider Blade. But not only the Callus Rouser, they have released not only just the Callus Rouser, but not only the Chalice Rouser, they're also releasing the Chalice Rouser and the Chalice Arrow. So you can get the Rouser by itself, or you can get a 2 set, which comes with the Rouser and the Arrow, and 28 cards. This bad boy is 69,300 yen, so it is not cheap. Think of the shipping you're going to have to pay on this item. It's going to be crazy. But as someone that has the Blade and Garen CSMs, I think I might have to get this. But I'll have to wait for it to drop in price. It'll be almost $1,000 with shipping to ship it to me. But yeah, celebrate the 20th anniversary of Blade with this item. And it comes with 28 cards. Now, moving on to events. To celebrate Golden Week, these events are both in Shinagawa at the Grand Prince Hotel. We have the GotchaCon Festival, which is on Friday the 3rd of May and Saturday the 4th of May. Each day has a different lineup of extra guests. Each day will have the main cast, but day 1 and day 2 will have different guests. This event starts at 7:30 at night, and there'll be a lot of singing and talk from the cast, and that's for both days. But that's not the only thing that's happening at the Grand Prince Hotel. During the day, it's the Hero Live Special 2024, where Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Boom Boongers, Gotchard, and Precure will make an appearance at this special event. Just so you know, Friday is going to be Boom Boonja and Gotchard, Saturday is Precure, and Sunday is a mix of all 3. So it looks like it's going to be a great event for Tokusatsu fans and also Precure fans. Now, one other event was announced earlier this week. It was another performance of the Kamen Rider Blade 20th Anniversary Stage and Talk. This one's going to be in Aichi, and it's going to happen on August 12th, 2024. And this is happening during the summer holiday. So it might be busy, but now's the time to try to get some tickets for this event if you're going to Japan in August. Meet the Blade cast. You can get photos with them, and you can handshake them. 100%. Now, final day for one thing that's happening. On May 6th, the Kamen Rider 50th Year Exhibition Museum will be closing from Saitama. The last day was on the 6th of May, but don't fret, because the museum will be back on July 13th to August 25th in Kagoshima. If you're planning a trip to Japan, you better hit up Kagoshima and check out this museum, because it has everything from the 50 years of the Kamen Rider series. Now, the last few items are just some pre-orders. Ending on the 6th of May is the Kamen Rider X8 Super Best DX Mighty Brothers Double X Gashat. This is retailing for 3,300 yen, but it is just a re-release of the original item under the Super Best line. you would have had to go through a middleman to get this item. But this item will be out later in the year. I'm sure you'll be able to get it on the secondhand market if you didn't pre-order it. Also ending, also from Xaid, the Kamen Rider Xaid Super Best DX Tattle Legacy Gashat. This one retailed for 2,530 yen, and you also would have had to go through a middleman to get this item. Also with this item, if you missed it, don't fret, it will be out on the second-hand market. I'm sure you'll be able to get it at a decent price. Have you started collecting the Kamen Rider Gashats? Let me know down in the comments. Finally, on the 7th of May, pre-orders will be ending for the DX Kamen Rider Geats Sound Core ID, Ace and Tsurumi, and Kamen Rider Core ID set number 3. So this set comes with 5 core IDs and 1 sound core ID of Ace and Tsurumi talking to each other, and Ace talking with Black Tsurumi from the Kamen Rider Geats series. It's retailing for 3,520 yen, and you would have had to go through a middleman to get this item. It will be out sometime later this year. Have you been collecting all the other Kamen Rider core IDs? If so, which ones do you have? Let me know. There are a lot of items that have come out, come up for pre-order, and ended pre-order. There's so much to look forward to that's coming out in the coming months. I hope you got all the items that you want pre-ordered, and I hope all these items that have been released, you have managed to get your hands on. Hope you found something interesting to pre-order, or if you didn't know about something, I hope you learnt that it's coming out very soon. Other than that, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. We'll be back each week to let you know what items are coming out or have come out in that week. But until then, I've been Outer Space. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.